Another week goes by and more automations have been announced by Google. This time they're looking at our ads. Google have rolled out a recent update meaning they can automatically create headlines and descriptions in your responsive search ads using content you have on your website and other areas as well. The continued rollout of automation from Google shouldn't really shock you, but I think to me the attitude Google have taken with this change is what's shocked me the most. So in this video I'm going to break down what this change means for advertisers, what you need to do to prepare for this change, and in addition to that, why I think this could be one of the most brazen moves by Google because of the way they have worded the policies for this change. Stay tuned. So how does this all work? Well, it's quite simple really. Google are going to use existing content in our ad account and website to create ads on our behalf. If you're opted in, that is. More on that later. Google will use a mixture of your existing landing page for your ads within your campaign, other ads in that campaign as well, your landing page in terms of where you're actually sending your traffic, and other web pages across the website and keywords in your account as well. So there are multiple data points Google are going to use to write ads on our behalf. One thing I will say is that not all advertisers have access to this feature yet, but like everything Google does, it's just a matter of time. Everybody is eventually going to get this feature. If you have access, you can allow Google to create the assets for your ads using all of these sources in order to build the content in your ads. These assets could be just sentences. If you're looking at headlines, for example, it's a much shorter space to get the content in, and descriptions, which are much longer. Google is going to try and write sentences on our behalf, which I think is crazy depending on the industry you're in. From that pool of assets that Google creates, then Google will enter auctions as usual on the search results page and then use the content from that pool of assets to serve based on what the user's query is. Google will match the query to what they think is the best asset to get better performance for that query based on your bidding objectives, usually in terms of revenue or conversions. They also provide a specific report in order to see the performance of these specific auto-generated content pieces across the account as well, which is good because that analysis is really needed for Google to try and build trust in this new feature. So Google have explicitly highlighted what they think the benefits of this new system will be, and they go on to say, automatically created ad sets may improve ad relevance by including text from your landing page, domain, and other assets in headlines and descriptions. They can also improve ad relevance by using text from your ad groups and keywords, and they can save time and increase the number of headlines and descriptions available to use in your responsive search ads. Of all these things Google have mentioned are positives of this new feature, I actually think the best part about what they said there is the time saving for creating assets, because of course when you create multiple headlines and multiple descriptions, if you're a left-brained number generating PPC person like me, writing new content might not be the easiest task to do. You might need support on that, so hopefully this could help save time. So in terms of the negatives of this, I think they're quite self-explanatory. If you're in an industry that requires strict compliance, you can't trust Google to write the content for you if you need to tick the boxes when advertising a protected product or service or something that's regulated. It's really important that you do not use this feature to write ads unless you're confident that you're going to get the other parts of the ad covered that you need to from a legal standpoint. The other part, in my opinion, that could be negative about this is Google, once again, are assuming that they know more about our business than we do, and if we know what USPs are going to drive customers based on feedback, based on the performance of our other advertising and marketing, or based on campaigns we're currently running where we're tying messaging together from multiple different sources and different integrated campaigns, Google aren't going to know that. Only you as the marketer for a business will know that, and that could be a big negative for Google as well. But as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I think there's an issue with the attitude Google have taken with this recent change, and it's directly written on their help guides for this particular feature. They actually say, after enabling automatically created assets, monitor your ad content for accuracy and turn off automatically created assets as needed. Google are basically saying that some of the content they produce won't be good. It will be stuff that might break compliance, it will be stuff that might not even make sense or even look good or accurate in terms of what your business is doing online. So they admit this outright in the policy description. Google are admitting there's going to be teething problems with this system and it's going to cause issues with ad content accuracy. And if you're in a regulated industry, that could mean a big fine. So if I was in an industry like that, I would probably wait until this gets a bit better and people have tested it and they've got more data to make sure that we're confident it's going to work. But like any new feature, my advice would be to test and test some more, because Ultimately, this could work quite well for you. A lot of the points Google mentioned that are positive could indeed be positive for your campaign, so it's worth actually testing this. But my question to you is, would you trust Google to write content for your ads? Because I'm kind of in between. I think it's worth testing, but let me know in the comments. I reply to pretty much every comment I get on all of my videos. Like this video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the other content across the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one.